All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market Prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How you doing, my friend?
Good morning, brother. I'm doing well. I want to hear about your day yesterday.
Oh, it was pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. We had a good time. I actually met with Thor and his wife on a Wednesday evening. So we had a pretty nice evening then, and yeah, had a good time. Great seeing those guys. Met with a couple of other members from the community that joined up. So yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. Cannot complain. But yeah, so I have no clue what happened yesterday in the market. So we're gonna skip the highlights from yesterday and
I
go
can I
straight.
can tell you I can
Yeah.
tell you the one thing that needs to be talked about, and it's going to be
Uh-huh.
the first thing we get to in the gappers list is DWAC.
DWAC. Let's take a look at it right
You
now.
don't need to know any more about what happened yesterday other than that.
Really? Let's see here. DWAC. Let's take a look on how this bad boy. Wow. What is this? Recent IPO or something? What
No,
is going
it's
on?
a it's a SPAC that is said to be a social media company with Trump.
Okay.
Yeah, it was up
Guys,
like 400% yesterday. It's up again 85% today. So this is the Let's Go Brandon IPO or
oh
SPAC, I
wow.
guess. Yeah.
Wow, guys. I mean, this is all you need,
Maybe
really.
maybe the ticker will change to like BRND or something. BRDN. I don't know. Anyway,
On fire for sure, guys. Great volume. We'll definitely have that one on deck.
That and Alec Baldwin shot someone. So
Well, that is your news so far. Let's hop
that's
into the
terrible.
market pulse.
I just skimmed that news this morning. That's awful. Absolutely awful.
Oh man. All right. How about news, latest and greatest? What's happening as we end the week?
Yeah, we've got manufacturing and services PMI at 945. I don't know why that says existing home sales. It shouldn't. I don't think I put that in there, but that's not today. Uh, anyway, so yeah, I mean, we I'll tell you the big news that's affecting a lot of the stuff on the down list. I'm surprised the gappers in a little bit bigger. You'll see a lot of social media companies in here. I think it's twofold. First of all, a little bit of problems with some concern over this SPAC that we were just talking about taking market share. But the bigger news is Snap had earnings yesterday. You'll see them number two on our gap down list,
Mm-hmm.
20% off. They were up off as much as 25% after hours yesterday. They were commenting two problems they've got going on. Number one is supply chain issues. So advertisers that might be on the platform and spending money are not, because products that they have to sell they don't even have. That's number one. Number two is Apple's change to privacy settings and tracking is making it so that they can't they're doesn't work. I mean, their whole platform's based on being able to be very granular in targeting people for ad spend. And if you can't do that, especially on mobile devices, which is a huge percentage of user base, that is no bueno for them. So that's affecting all these guys, those two things.
Yeah, that makes sense. And we know Apple's been pushing for that non-tracking stuff on a lot of their stuff. So that's yeah. You get it now a lot. Every time you download an app, it asks you, do you want these people to track it or not? And you got that option to do that. So that's hurting people there.
It's
Makes perfect
I think the
sense.
number was only 16% of people opt in to be tracked, and those I'm
Hmm.
guessing either those 16% of people don't know what they're clicking or they're drunk. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Exactly. All right, guys, so let's get to it. We have Snap here. Snap taking, as we mentioned, just a huge hit. We're going to put this on our list here. Snap, first one on there. And then DWAC, of course. Now, this is not a, I guess, borderline low flow, Norm, right? Do we put something low flow? What do we put
I
this
don't
year?
know. I wouldn't count that. 28 million is what TI says. I don't always rely on that with
Mm-hmm.
SPACs. It can be inaccurate. So it's definitely moving. Just treat it. I mean, no matter what, it moves. Anything that's moving 400% in a day is moving, as I would, put in that kind of category. I would be
Yep.
very, 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 very careful with this. And, it's dropped, for instance, $3 or $4 in the last minute and a half. So, I also heard a horror story yesterday about somebody that was shorting this from
Ouch.
some low number up into the 40s, which is no bueno.
Yeah.
So just
Yep.
be careful, guys. Just be
Yeah.
really careful.
This is one you really got to be very careful. Put it on here in a risky pile. Chris MC sharing that sometimes the spread was up to 70 cents plus. Yeah, I agree. This thing, it can be brutal. Just look at the candle. This candle here, 72, all the way up to 90. Well, it's a 1 hour. So let's get you a 5 minute. Even more dangerous here. This drop here is a $4 drop in a 5 minute candle.
Yeah,
So it kind of tells
yeah,
what you're
and
dealing
it's
with there.
still dropping.
Yeah, still dropping. Still has another. On this 5 minutes just started. Still has another a minute and change there. So,
This will obviously be
oof,
spoken about on, CNBC, Fox Business, and all that today. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
get one guy coming out saying one thing, it might pop it down. Another person come out if there's some news that it's just I would be extremely, extremely careful
yeah.
if you even consider touching that.
Very, very careful with that one, guys. All right, let's move on down. GROM. Oh man, this is low flow city down here, guys. 29, 11, 2, 11, 3.8, and another one just coming up here, 7.2 million. So all low flow stocks coming up on the gap up list. GROM here, 11 million shares flow. It's got a nice little pop here, just starting to get going. We'll give it some time to develop. Just started to move here. We'll come back to that one. HX here, not as active. This one has been moving quite a bit this morning, but I'm not seeing anything great on it. Daily's also pretty crappy right now, so not sure. I'm gonna keep this one off for now. DATS, not a fan of this one. 11 million shares flowed, was up nicely early this morning, now only up 6% as it's giving some back. It's heading back down to that previous day close line. I don't see anything good on it right now. We'll skip on that one. CLF. This is not a great intraday trading stock. We've seen this one in the past. It is up 4.6, 826,000. Pre-market doesn't look pretty at the moment. The daily could be interesting for a possible breakout. We've reached some of these resistant area here that we had for some time, trying to break out of that. We dropped down to 21, slamming up against that 22 area one more time. That could be interesting. Maybe a possible. What company is this?
This is
Cleveland
Cleveland
Cliffs.
Cliffs. It's a
Oh,
steel
yeah.
company. It does not usually trade very well.
I
Um,
remember the name. As soon as we mentioned it, I remember you saying that about this one
it had
once I saw the
it
name.
had earnings. I mean, every once in a while you can have a day that'll trade okay, but I think we'll be able to find much better
Yeah, yeah.
opportunities than this one.
Let's move on down. P8LT, low flow. This one was wild a couple of weeks back. Hasn't really done much, guys. I don't trust it really. So we'll move down to another one. SKLZ this morning. Skills here. They are up 4%, 500,000 almost there. Possible breakout. I mean, it's not great. It's not great. Maybe a possible. Hopefully to find something better. TCAT. This one here is a what was this? It just popped off the list. I saw the float there for a second. 7 million shares float. Doesn't look good, guys. No volume. American Stock Exchange. It's just nothing to see there. All right, let's see what's gapping down there. Hopefully, you can find a little more action. OCUL this morning down 34%. Horrible pre-market action right now. You have 500,000 shares traded, but it hasn't done much after that. So again, big drop for them. Normally, they looks like they don't get no volume, guys. What is it? Under 500,000 on all these days here. So I don't expect this to be any good. We could be wrong. Let's put it on here. It is a big drop. We'll come back to it, but it's not looking good so far. Snap, we do have best one so far today. Again, huge drop for them. That is not going to be good. Volume is in the house, of course, 3.7, and at the market open, we know it's going to get even better. So looking forward to that one. JRJC, no good. Pre-market action is pretty quiet right now. They're down 17%, but again, just Pre-market action doesn't look good, and the daily looks like this thing trades very horrible even when it moves. So BYD is next. They are down 14. I thought these guys were getting good news. You spoke about
There's no
last week
good
or
news
something,
about
right?
fake meat, brother. Ain't nothing good about fake meat. They gave a third quarter business update, and it turns out people don't want to eat garbage.
Mm, look at that. It's a huge drop. I mean, wow, 14%. People are not feeling the
Megan, Megan,
Megan, you know,
your
Megan's gonna have
food is
something to
amazing.
say something about this.
This concoction that they put in the store that or in whatever that I have no issue vegetarian. I have an issue with making a concoction of some kind of crazy meat patty than acting like it's anything like meat.
We agree, Norm. We agree. All right, let's move on.
I get this hatred of people. I get these emails about people like Norm hates vegans or vegetarians. It's just not the case. I just don't like this
Thing they
trash
put
that these
together.
companies make. Yes.
My issue is not my issue, but I was thinking, why try to make something taste like something? Don't do that. Just let it taste what it
Well, I
tastes.
mean, and I've said this. I was vegetarian for nearly a year at one point a while back, and I tried these things, these meat replacement. Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. I love
All right,
everybody.
let's move on. Here we have INTC this morning. They
I'm
are
getting
down.
canceled today, Carlos.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Uh, here's INTC, guys. They're down 9.8, 2.6 million shares traded. Man, somebody's getting fired. What's going on with these guys? That's a big, big drop. INTC.
INTC had earnings last night.
Ouch.
Yeah, and they're getting slaughtered. They got
Yeah.
multiple downgrades this morning as well. I mean, it's obvious that they were the head of the game for chips for a long time, and
Mm-hmm.
AMD's just taken over that realm,
Yeah,
and they've got a lot of
yeah.
issues over there at INTC.
AMD has definitely look at AMD's chart. Looks completely opposite of everything else going on with a lot of these other chip companies. Man, AMD just seems to be crushing it. Are we all time highs here? Is this all time high? Right, 120 something.
Yeah,
We're slamming
yeah.
up against it today. Wow.
It
You know
took
what?
it only took 20 years to retake its all-time high, but once it did that, I think that was what, in the 60s or so.
Yeah.
And once it overtook that, it's been off to the races.
Yes, it sure has been. I'm going to add AMD here, guys. Could be great for a possible continuation as they're trying to slam up against that all-time highs there. So that's definitely in play. INTC, guys, is not an easy stock to trade. I do like the drop this morning. We'll
I
definitely
agree.
keep an eye on it. But it's a difficult one. It's not an AMD, I'll tell you that much. Sometimes even Nvidia trades 10 times better than this one. So don't get fooled by the volume today in the drop. That all looks good. Be cautious with it. If you're getting stopped out a couple of times, it's typical INTC stuff to do that. Here's B big, guys. I'm not a fan of this one. Down 7.5, 2.1 million. Everything looks good on this as far as numbers. Even pre-market action looks pretty decent. So I don't want to completely discount it. Maybe a possible. I mean, I don't know. Do we have shares for short on this? Um, what do we have here? We do not, right? So we're also a little bit kind of handicapped there as well. We don't have shares for for sure. Harry, thank you so much for the $5 bomb. I will toast to you, Norm, tonight at my BBQ and the tomahawks I have for dinner. Sorry, there is no steak emoji. Have a great weekend, everyone. Harry, appreciate you very
There you
much for
go,
the
Harry.
continuous support as we look to close out the month here on our charity, breast cancer. So thank you for that, Andrew, matching every donation dollar for dollar. So appreciate that with a great message
Char
as
rare,
well.
Harry. Black and blue.
So
Still moving.
Be big still here. Yeah, we'll see, guys. Possible for now. We'll see where it goes. VFC, no good. This we have a huge drop here. Horrible pre-market action. Daily's just mad on this thing. So yeah, I don't want no business here. Facebook, what's going on with them? They are, man, big drop on Facebook. 4.6. Man, just when you thought they were kind of getting their stuff together here, we have a nice little drop this morning. Anything out that's causing them to
Snap stuff, and
oh
that
yeah.
other that the SPAC competition. So
Okay, okay,
Same thing
that
we
makes
talked. I
sense.
talked. Same thing I dug into at the beginning of
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
beginning of the show.
Makes sense. All right, guys, we're gonna stop here. We got a couple of more. We got Twitter, we got AMC. We'll stop here though. Norm, anything you like on your end before we go to the room?
I think we got enough on this list. I'm not having to dig too much
Hmm.
deeper, so I'll
Yeah.
pick out of here. I think unless I see something else.
All right, you got it. All right, let's take it to the room. Who do we have? We'll start with. So we got. Let's go up here. No tickers this morning, guys. You guys are happy with what we have? AMD, we have that already. That's good. Heading down, Nvidia, Michael. Let's take a look there. Nvidia this morning. Yeah, Nvidia's good. Nvidia's is nice. Yesterday looks like it had a nice day. How did it trade? Yesterday's action. Yeah, that's clean. Very clean start and continuation too into later parts of the day. So that is good. Nvidia, man, doing so well. We'll add this one on here. Nvidia is good. Oh, typed that wrong. There it is. I'm typing it wrong again. Ain't it? VDI. Let's go fix that.
I just took a sim trade in DWAC to see how much fake money I can lose.
Very nice. Very nice. Here you go, aim. That's probably the only way to trade that thing today. That is dangerous. You know, if you want to see how you did, that's a great way to do that. Take a sim trade on it. Here's AMC, guys, down 4%. So we got some movement on it, 1.2 million. Yeah, AMC could be good today. We do have shares for sure on this as well. Interesting daily for them, also getting back to this area of where they found some support slightly above that now at 37. You got some levels we did go lower on as well. So yeah, AMC could be good. 1.2, that's amazing volume, so moving nicely there. PHUN, what is this? PHUN.
Funware.
Is that what it is? What's the float on this thing? PHUN. We are looking at 68 million, so not a low flow. Right now, we're looking at 256% gap up this morning. I mean, this is wild. 94 million shares traded. This will be entertainment purposes, I think. I mean, we'll have to see how the price action is going to be on this thing. I mean, it's just madness right now. What's the news?
Yeah, they've got some tie-in to this DWAC deal. I believe they had something to do with Trump's campaign and the last election. I don't know about the one previous to that, but it's a tie-in on some way. People think it might be looped into the DWAC situation. That is my belief.
Okay,
That's
so
what I think is the deal there.
that could be interesting. No shares for sure on this one, but again, both of these just wild right now with their volume and how much they're gapping up this morning. All right, heading on down. Roku, Oscar, you're giving us that one. Let's take a look. Roku. What it's up to? It's pretty quiet as far as volume. They do have a drop this morning, 2.5. Yeah, I think we have better stuff this morning here, man. AMD, Facebook, Nvidia, and AMC alone are really moving nicely this morning. They're setting up lovely for a good market open. Hopefully the chop is at a minimum. BA right now, I don't see anything great on BA. Pretty quiet for the most part. They could be interesting. Upgrade not doing so much. All right, we'll have to see. Because BA, if they got an upgrade, they can be quiet for a while, and then market open, they can't get going. So I'll look for that one in the scanners. Tesla today, they are possible continuation. Managed to end the day very green this morning. Very quiet open at the moment. So I'm going to keep them off again. I like what I have here already, guys, and some of the stuff. Snap, including even INTC, which I know could be difficult, has some pretty decent numbers so far. Just hoping that we can actually manage some of that. AVAR was the one that really took a hit a few days ago. They're not doing a whole lot right now. I mean, this is usually what happens, right? We see this quite a bit. We see it so many times. You get this huge drop, right? Usually you buy it back up because some people think eventually you're going to get somewhere near here. If you even get to 28, you're winning, right? It might be at a very discounted price for a lot of buyers long term. And they just become flat. You just consolidate here. This might last for like 2 weeks, guys, before we start seeing a movement. You know, based on what we've seen over and over again. So unless some other crazy news comes up, you might not see anything else happen here on this one. And right now, the volume and pre-market, there's nothing telling me that this thing will be a hot one to have on the list right now, unless you have any kind of news, Andrea. So I'm going to keep that one off for now. Futu this morning, no, they're pretty wild, but they don't have much going on right now. Apple, Apple's daily is nice. That's nice right there for a possible breakout. Very nice about around that 149. So I'm gonna add it here as well. I think that's a good one. I think we're keeping a lot of the stuff that we normally will watch on here. So Apple's one of them. That's staying on there. DWAC we have here, guys. Yep, 22 million shares traded right now, up 84%. How's your sim trading going, Norm?
Well, I didn't lose my fake money. I made fake
Okay,
money, so
very good. PHUN we have here as well, guys.
it's still
97,000.
ramen for me today.
Yeah, this is cracking. There's some stocks there that Mike has put on there that are reaching daily all-time highs, so pretty nice. You got Tesla, Netflix, JP Morgan, and Nvidia, AMD, and Microsoft. We got a few of those on our list. AMD and Nvidia look very good, so we have those there. PHUN we have on the list, guys. That's good. PFE. You guys know how we feel about this one, and there's no exception to make this look great for intraday trade. So I'm gonna pass on that one now. Tesla, yeah, Tesla's decent. I did not add it on here because I have so many, but Tesla on the daily is decent. Pre-market, I wish it was a little more active. It's a little quiet right now, but the daily does look good. It's been trading so well, guys, the last couple of days. Just look at the run it has had. It's been on a nice uptrend, and the closer it gets to this all-time highs here, the more interesting it's going to get for sure. You can see that already, right? Look at the daily bars, how wide they are now compared to a couple of weeks back. So they're getting there. What is the all-time highs? Are we on it right now?
Nah, what are we at?
We like
No,
at
like
8.
950.
Is it
Is
950?
936, 950 or
Oh,
somewhere in there.
so we got some pre-market action that's
I
not
thought.
posted here.
Am I
Probably it could
wrong?
be.
I'm losing my mind. I don't look at Tesla that much anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
You
for
could be
day
right. If
trading.
we have some, so what
Yeah, we're
happens here,
not
guys?
far below it.
Yeah, if we have some pre-market action here that hit 940, it won't show here, right? You don't see the pre-market stuff, so it could be that. Either way, approaching those all-time highs, that could be interesting. I'm not gonna have it on my list, but I have some other stuff here that looks pretty good. Um, okay.
All-time high is 900. All right, thank you
Oh, it
guys.
is.
I was
Okay.
I was
So
incorrect.
we are
I
right
thought we got
on it.
closer to 1,000 on that one at some point a while back,
Yep.
but nope.
So
So
900 on the
yeah,
dot. Yeah, this could be interesting. We'll put it on here, see how that break is going to be. Even for entertainment purposes, it will be fun to see what Tesla is going to be doing today. All right, folks, let's go over to YouTube. What do we have on your side, guys? Tesla, we have Apple, we have X. Let's take a look at X this morning. No, pretty quiet. Daily's not great neither right now. It's just kind of stuck between some of these highs and lows at the moment. And I don't see a whole lot going on with it right now. I think we have better stuff on deck. CLF, we looked at earlier. Again, I think we have better stuff on our main list right now. Other than that one, the SPY is doing good. What else we have? Tesla. Yeah, a lot of you guys like Tesla. Again, I have it here as a possible, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be watching that one. INTC. Yes, Puppet Master INTC. It could be brutal. Could be very brutal to manage the trades on that one. SDC is not in play. 207,000 only. But no, this is not in play. And when it is in play,
looks like it
even
was a
then,
block trade, most of it.
yeah, and even then, it also can trade very bad as well. DWAC we have, so yeah, all right, cool. I think we're pretty good, guys. We have a decent list. I don't think we have to dig too much, and which is nice for a Friday. We got some stuff to choose here. Norm, let's take it away. You know what? I don't have updated announcements. I
Just
don't
go to the
know.
website.
Yeah, just gonna go to the website.
We'll get fresh ones next week.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's get over here on the website, guys, and we'll show you what we got going on for this week. Let's get to that page right over here. If you wonder where this is, head over to the webinars part right up here in the top, and then this
Yeah.
will take you to all the upcoming webinars that we have.
Yeah. So, I doesn't look like you're scrolling down, brother. You're just stuck up there at the top of the page. Or
Oh,
something. I don't
hold
know
on,
what's
hold on.
happening.
Yep, I see what happened here. Hold on, let's
Couple things, guys. So hang in there for these announcements because I'm gonna throw a curveball in here in a second after we figure out why this is frozen.
yeah, I'm not sure why. I think one of the monitors just froze. Okay, we'll move it over to a different monitor. No problem. Move it over here, and we will do this right here. There we go.
All right, there we go. All right, next Tuesday, 8 p.m. You've got Andrew. He's going to be talking about how to trade opening range breakouts. The following week on November 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, you're going to have Kyle talking about important metrics to journal. Something just happened with this. And then for psychology, next week, 8 p.m., new guest speaker, Andrew Miniker, is going to be talking about techniques to improve your trading psychology. And the following week, Kreda will be talking about build $1 million mindset. All right, Carlos, before you go to the rest of the announcements, can you go to website? You ready?
Yep.
StockTradingSimulator.com. Guys, if anybody, especially people that are just maybe starting out, haven't done anything yet, haven't been paying for DAS, don't want to, we are building out a new tool. This is a free simulator. Bearable Traders is building. It is a little raw still, but it's coming together. So you can go into this, go to StockTradingSimulator.com, and it will. You can trade tickers replay feature after the day is over. As you can see, I think he closed it out, but there's a little thing you can sign up for the email list in which Eamon and Simon will send out essentially homework assignments to go trade certain things during that, so to get practice in. So anyway, check that out when you get a chance. Really, really happy. It's been in the works, guys, for months and months and months, and the team has finally set that free. So go take a look at that. Once again, it's StockTradingSimulator.com. And let us know if you see any bugs or anything. Hopefully I don't flood it with so much traffic that it kills it this morning. But anyway, all right, back to the rest of announcements. All right, BBT Family Charity of the Month. All the super sticker revenue is going to National Breast Cancer Foundation. We are nearly 2/3 of the way through October. Crazy, man. This year is flying. So thank you all very much. If you want to participate in the member trade of the day, trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade of the day. And the other thing, guys, too, while I interrupt my Micro Machines spiel on trade of the day, is if you sign up, even if you have a different simulator, you can still sign up and do those homework assignments. So anyway, just a thought. Remember, trade of the day, trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade of the day, post it on Twitter with as much commentary as you can. Tag at Bearable Traders, that might be _BBT, and at Norm BBT. Also use the hashtags BBT Family. Day Trading and Stock Market will announce the winner each afternoon in the chat room and on Twitter. And then all those trades of the day are eligible for Trade of the Week, which is voted on by the team over the weekend and announced on Monday. If you are watching on YouTube and haven't had a chance to check out the room, you can do so at a discount and no ongoing obligation. Just go to bearabletraders.com, scroll down the page about halfway, you'll see that Test Drive Now button. If you click on that, you'll go to a checkout page. If you use the promo code PREMARKET24, it will get you a discount off the normal $39 rate down to $24. It is 7 calendar days, 5 trading days. It does not bill you again. It does not recur. You have to go choose to become a member if you'd like to do that. And in addition to the chat room, it also gives you access to all the live Monday night onboarding classes that we do beginning 8 p.m. Eastern every week. And if you want to become an elite member and gain access to all of the elite webinars, all the webinar content that we have other than that Monday night, use the promo code FALL40. It'll get you 40% off the annual elite membership.
All right, thank you, Norm. Appreciate that. Okay, guys, let's get to it. Let's look at our list this morning, starting with Snap. Snap is definitely in play. We're keeping that one, guys, very active. 5.7 million shares traded, so very nice there. BYND, I love this drop on them this morning. I think they're definitely going to get volume and be in play. So I'd like to keep an eye on that one today. Be on the lookout for choppy action right out of the gates on this one. So we might need to wait a little bit, let it wait to settle down. See if this is an overreaction, right? Sometimes you get that where people just overreact, and it might be a green situation after the bell. So be mindful of that. We saw that last time with AVAR, right? If you guys remember that, AVAR dropped. I forget the percent, like 70%. But the entire market open was all green. No red here, just all green, right? So don't have a short bias. This happens quite often than you think, right? So again, huge gap down here, 70%. at the open, sold off just a little bit, then was an entire green play the entire day. So not saying that's going to be the case with BYND, but again, just reminder, do not have that bias that, hey, bad news came out. You already saw this thing drop 14%. How much room do we have left here to continue to drop down? So that one's good. INTC, I mean, yes and no for this one. So yes and no. So let's just kind of even this time put it as a possible, right? Top possible on INTC. They are in play, but I think we have some better ones over here like AMD. I'd rather watch this one. I know the pre-market action doesn't look as sexy right now as some other ones, but man, at the bell, this thing just takes off. It's been trading so well. So I'd rather have AMD there. Facebook is good, guys. Big drop on them this morning, 4.7 with some great volume. So that is nice. NVIDIA, NVIDIA's also looking good here, looking to break out as 229. And we are all-time highs as well. NVIDIA, I believe, is also at all-time highs. So yeah, I definitely want to keep an eye on this one. And yes, this was on Mike's list. Mike, you should put that list over here on the alerts. So that was a good list of stuff that's near all-time high. So yeah, that's a good one. So that was on his list as well. NVIDIA's good. AMC. AMC could be a hit or miss. I like the volume they have this morning. I think that can create some attention and make it explosive. Yeah, we'll keep this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good enough. Check our possible starting from the bottom up. Tesla is okay. PHUN obviously is definitely in play alongside with DWAC. I just don't know how tradable DWAC is going to be. GROM, anything good happening here? No, this is looking worse than we saw it earlier, so we're going to get rid of it. Our risky stock today is going to be WAC. That's the one that's really got the volume. PHUN is also somewhat risky here, guys. So I'll put these two together because they're actually moving on the same news, right? So let's just put them together there. On those two, you got to be very careful. Tesla, BBIG's got great volume this morning. I mean, they're 2.5 right now. They got a nice range. Daily looks good. We do not have shares for short. Probably the only reason I have this one down here, right, as a possible. ACUL, this is, again, big drop, but this pre-market action is very spotty. I'm concerned with how this is going to be at the open. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Skills here, SKLZ, good volume. They're up 4%. They're okay. I mean, I have not traded them yet, so I'm not sure about them. Put them on there as a possible for now. We'll keep them on there. Apple is good, but I think some other ones up here are looking a little bit better. And INTC also has got a nice drop. I just don't know how that's going to be. It can be very choppy. All right, we got a nice list, and there's Mike's near all-time high list. Again, some good ones on there: Tesla, Netflix, and NVIDIA and AMD. We have both of those on our list. They're looking pretty good this morning. All right, let's get some levels in here. Snap, guys, this is definitely the story of the day. Nice drop here. Let's see where this is going to take us. 6.8 million shares traded and climbing. Low of the pre-market, 58.50, trying to hold on to that. The high of the pre-market all the way at 61.25, 22% drop on the Snap. That is brutal for these guys. No surprise they're trying to hold on to this daily level for support here. I got a nice daily level around that 58.50. See the beautiful bounce there a couple of times. Got some great support happening there, as you can see here on the daily. Below that, the next level of great support, because obviously they're gonna need it, is going to be 56.35. Right? If we were to lose this level, the next one here where we see a lot of touches, couple of stuff changing direction, is going to be that 56.35. And then below that, in case we continue to drop, another area with a couple of days opening and closing right around 54.34. So you got some pretty good stuff happening there. And then all the way down here, guys, 51. I don't think we'll get there. I think that's really a stretch. Even 54 could be a stretch, right? This thing's already down 22%, so it is extended towards the downside. But we'll see. We'll see how much weight this news, this catalyst has for them this morning, and how it's going to drag them down, if anything. 63.74, another great daily towards the top now, above our pre-market highs. That's a great area. You can see how much resistance we had here in the past. Again, just tons of resistance happening there. The next after that, we do have not as great, but we do have one here, 66.18, and then all the way up here. I like this one because this one acts as the little bit of resistance around here, but then you got great support. 69.90. Look at the support you're getting there. When we gapped up here, we're able to stay above that 69.90 a couple of times. That could be a good one if we do decide to break towards the top here. Either way, we got great levels surrounding the price action. Let's see how this thing is going to turn out. Again, just tons of volume, very active this morning. BYD building a little bit of a base here, 92. 91.99 is exactly the low of the pre-market there, so you have something going on there. On the daily towards the top, 99.90, another great area of support, right? Both times we slammed up against that in the past. We have bounced very well, so that can be an area of somewhat resistance now on the way back up. And then above that, guys, you have the highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. Reminder, look how much the thing is moving. This actually should be down here with some of these riskier stocks. This thing is moving quite a lot today, so be very, very careful with BYD. You do not need to take a whole bunch of shares for that one, guys. You can take a decent amount and make some good money with the way that one is moving if it's going to be clean today. Here's AMD flirting with their all-time highs this morning, 122.32 up there. And then also we do have highs of the pre-market slightly below that. We're hanging around 122.07 for the low of the pre-market. I'm sorry, the high of the pre-market. The low of the pre-market itself is down here at a 120.51, so you can slam a level there. And then below that, guys, you got plenty of stuff here. Highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. You are pretty much set when it comes to AMD here. So pre-market action is not looking great, but they, when the bell rings, these guys have been putting in some pretty good days. So we'll see what's going on here. All right, here's Facebook. Not so good for them yesterday, as you saw this beautiful drop here. They are down 4.6 this morning, 1 million shares traded. Low of the pre-market right now, hanging around 325.61. So that's the low of the pre-market there. Below that, we can see some areas of support here around 317. We got one at 322.45 right on there. Right now, we're just kind of holding on to this one right here as best as we can. We'll see if we're able to do that. So down 4.6, great volume this morning. Above some of these levels we have down here on the daily. Here it gets a little bit funky, right? It's not a lot of stuff that looks clean. Like this is a very clean level. It's 326, right? Right on there, very nice and clean. Above that, you have a minor level here. Again, I won't put too much weight on that one, 330. And then you have another one on here at 335, right? So just be those two not as heavy as the other ones. Maybe 335 is good because you got a couple of touches on there on the right to the penny, so that's good. And then above that, highs and lows from the last 2 trading days, including your pre-market high, I think is slamming right against the, pre-market high is exactly 341.88, which is your previous day close. All right, so NVIDIA this morning, here's their run has been just incredible. Right now, high of the pre-market, we're sitting at what, 229.40. So slam a level there. The all-time highs is just slightly above that. We're really knocking on their door here, trying to get above that this morning. So again, that's what you have towards the top. And then towards the bottom, you do not need to add anything, guys. You're pretty much set highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. You're pretty much taken care of here when it comes to NVIDIA. Here is AMC this morning. I do like the drop this morning. We do have shares for sure. Low of the pre-market, we're looking at 37.02. We'll slam a level there. And then if we kind of start looking up here, price action is interesting right now at 37.60. I'm going to throw a level there as well. We have a couple of bounces there. We see a little bit of resistance and support happening also. Towards the bottom, if we're to lose 37, we do have 36.20, great area of support, and all the way down here over at 33.81. Towards the top, guys, previous day close, highs and lows from the last 2 trading days are definitely taking care of you there. Do not need to do anything else. So Gustavo, so you've been trying the fish simulator. Yes, I'm glad that you got to try it out. It is definitely a good one. Did we put the link here? Let's send the link again in case somebody missed it over in our YouTube chat. So guys, try the free simulator. It is pretty neat. It's pretty neat. All right, guys, so this is what we have. I think we have a very interesting list, especially for an INTC, by the way, as we're talking here, is getting more exciting as we're dropping towards the low of the pre-market here. Let's set levels for this just in case. 50, low of your pre-market there. We're heading back towards that. 51.36, looking decent there. Even in the pre-market now, around 50, 55.60 or so. Again, this is an area you can see some stuff happening there as well, so that's good. Yeah, this could be interesting. If we lose 50, what's our next daily level? Major daily level. What do we have down here? If we lose 60, what are we talking about? Thank you, Peter, for sharing that link. So, guys, Peter on YouTube, if you're there, Peter shared the link of our free simulator. Some cool stuff happening there. I told you guys, Eamon was working on, and Simon working on some cool stuff there. So check that out. As far as the homework, he has homework for you to do. So that's pretty good. 49.10 seems to be the main level down here. So we'll put that on. See, INTC is getting interesting as it gets lower here. That could be fun as well. Top possible for this morning. Apple is okay. SKLZ, not so much. Be big. You don't have shares for sure. So again, really, you're kind of one hand tied behind your back there. So we'll get rid of it. And then Tesla could be interesting as well, as it's nearing all-time highs also. So all right, looking pretty good. Let's see what our moderators are doing this morning. Let's resize this over here. Over on YouTube, if you haven't done so already, we will appreciate it very much if you're able to support us with a thumbs up. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing. We are live every Monday through Thursday, 8:30 for the pre-market prep, and Monday through Friday. Backwards. Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock with engineering the markets, and then Friday is only the pre-market prep. So let's get our watch list for our moderators in here and see what they are watching this morning. Okay, here we go. So let's start with here we go. IPOs for today. Peter's got some stuff coming out there, a couple of SPACs. Then we have Jairus looking. Oh yeah, that's BBT simulator, guys. Check that out. Mike providing some all-time highs there. Stocks are nearing that area. They're looking very interesting. Peter's AMD, Snap, Facebook secondary list, BYD, INTC, NVIDIA, AMC, Tesla, and of course DWAC. Just for fun, be very, very careful with that one. Simon, CAN, AMD, Bank of America, and Futu. Tiffany's looking at Snap, Facebook secondary list, BYD, INTC, and Tesla. Dima's looking at Apple, AMD, and SKLZ this morning. Jared is looking at Snap, INTC, Facebook, PHUN, and also DWAC. And Brian is looking at BYD, INTC, Snap, DWAC, and also PHUN this morning. So both of those guys are pretty active so far. I got them both down here. They're not low flow stocks, so don't get me wrong, but I got them on here because you really got to be careful with your number of shares, and they are cranking up right now, guys, looking to hit that high of the day. Both of them actually, looking to break out of that this morning. So again, just some crazy movement happening here. All right, 9:15 coming up. We are all set, guys. Thank you so much over on YouTube for joining us this morning. Check out that stock trading simulator that BBT put together. It's completely free. You can sign up from there as well to get information from Eamon in regards to things to try, strategies, homework, ideas, challenges, all that good stuff. So make sure you sign up for that. And Norm brought up a great point. If you're using another simulator that you like and you still want to get those alerts from Eamon, you can do that. Take advantage of that. All right, that is with that said, thank you so much for joining us, guys. We're going to transition to the room. Brian is up next, and Brian is long PHUN from 689. So Brian's already getting some action there from 689. I'm sure he probably has partial. Oh yeah, selling. Yeah, he sold. You know how Brian says selling. Let the good times roll. We got him down packed. So okay, Brian is doing his thing there. All right, guys, thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up, and we will see you. We will see you. Good morning, Brian. And we will see you guys on Monday. Have an amazing weekend. Norm, anything that I missed?
No, I just want to sit back, get some popcorn, and watch DWAC today.
Yes, it is entertaining, man. And PHUN as well. I mean, both of these.
Brian, you had a trade on this. You got out at what, 54?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you had a great trade on it.
I knew it was going to go crazy. It was just going to go crazy in the aftermarket. I knew it.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
All right. We'll see what it does today.
It was a little. Now it's killing me looking at it. It's probably going to go to 100.
Oh yeah. I see that.
It's gonna. I'm sure.
All right. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks.
Have a good one, guys.